Mini Kit Club. I am so sorry I'm a teeny bit late to this show. We have had parents and grandparents and trips and crazy town happening for the past 2 weeks, and needless to say, my kiddos are kind of coming off a grandparent high right now, so getting them in bed was a little more tedious than usual. So I'm so sorry I'm late. Hence my hair and my appearance. This was a little nuts. Hi, Candace. So I'm so sorry I'm a touch late for all of you who are here at 8. I so appreciate it. I will be on time from now on. But kids gonna be kids, you know what I'm saying? And as soon as I got the peace and calming going, they were fine. So hi, Linda. Hi, Angela. Hi, guys. Okay, so let's dive right into it. Welcome to our mini kit fun for the next week. I am so stinking happy to have you all here. I'm Tara, for those of you who don't know me, who have not seen my face. I am one of the leaders of the Essential Oil organization that the person who reached out to you and got you plugged in with all the mini kit fun is a part of. So I'm one of the main educators over here. So I just wanted to kind of take the helm with the education. Always reach out to me with any questions. You can also reach out to your specific people that invited you here. They would be so happy to help. So let us know in this group. Let us know personally, whatever you need. We are here to walk alongside you for the next week, and we cannot be more pumped. So some of you, most of you, should have actually gotten your mini kits in the mail today. Give it another day or two if you don't have it in your hands. We are going to leave the education up in this group for the next 2 weeks, and so you will be fine. It works best when you can walk alongside the education with the tools in your hands to actually use them. So they will be here and available to you, so everyone can have the opportunity to do that. So don't worry about things disappearing. You're going to be fine if you don't get your kits until tomorrow or the next day. So, hey, Kim. Hi, Pam. Hi, Michelle. So excited to have all of you here. All right. So all the mini kits were done to the discretion of the person who invited you here. They're all going to be very similar, and I'm going to address some of the things that are going to be in those kits consistently. If you have an outlier that I don't address that you want to know more about, ask your person who sent it to you. If you want to know more about something that's not in your kit that you hear about on here, ask the person that sent it to you. We will be so happy to plug you in with whatever you're looking for. So we all did our mini kits ourselves, so it's so neat that you all get a little touch of your person's very own flavor. So yeah, it's really exciting. Okay, so without further ado, sorry I'm a little jumbled after my kid extravaganza. I am giving away, the Thieves hand sanitizer. It is one of my most used items in my life, in my home. I am such a germaphobe. I have a nurse practitioner background, and so I know what germs can do, and I don't like getting germs because when one of your kids gets sick, all of them get sick. So I am an avid germaphobe. I make sure we keep this hand sanitizer flowing at all times. It's actually a really lovely hand sanitizer. It doesn't have any of the nasty junk in it, like triclosan and all those fun things that they like to put in these hand sanitizers. No alcohol, nothing that's going to dry your skin, and it is just made with Thieves, which is the immune boosting blend that you will get to taste in your starter kit, and it smells like Christmas. It is lovely. So it's just kind of like a lotion consistency, super wonderful, and it actually moisturizes your hands and smells great. So one of my most used items, and I went through the comments on the Seed to Seal post, and Kim Blankenship won. So Kim, give me your mailing address so I can pop this in the mail to you and get it on over so you can start being germ-free as well. Okay, and tonight I'm also giving away, for any comments or any questions, raise your hand if you got your mini kits, lay all the questions out, just show me your face on here. Many of you are already waving hi, which I'm super pumped about, and just kind of make your face seen, and I will enter you to win a reference guide app. This is one of the most amazing tools you're going to have on your journey with essential oils. It's something I reference often. It's very scientifically sound, and something a lot of the people on our team use. And it is a lovely app that will tell you how to address certain ailments. It's listed by alphabetical order. It'll tell you the oils that are appropriate, and it even lists other holistic therapies, which is super great. Yay, Michelle, I'm so glad you got your kit. And The reference guide app will also tell you about each specific essential oil and essential oil blend, so you can know more about what you're getting in your kit, and when you get other oils, you know how to use them and what they're for, and it also tells you all the application techniques. So it is a very comprehensive resource that will kind of plug you into everything you need to know, especially in the beginning. Hooray, I'm glad a lot of you got your kit. So fun. Okay. So I'm going to cover tonight some things you're going to need to know to use your kit the most effective way. And when I have a lot of skeptics that come to me, right, about essential oils, because I was a skeptic to myself, especially in the beginning, because as as a nurse practitioner and knowing a lot about Western medicine, I initially had kind of a not so great picture about holistic therapy in general. And so when I first started looking into more alternative ways to treat, I had a pain point of my son needing extreme skin help, and I was not satisfied with the ways that Western medicine was providing for him and the ways of nasty prescriptions that I don't think any 9-month-old should be on. I was looking for alternatives. That was my pain point. That was my trigger to switch over. I know some of you are looking for non-toxic alternatives in cleaning. Some of you are looking to treat common discomforts. I heard a good resounding message that at least one of the things I listed that essential oils can help, you need to look into. And so mine was helping my son. And when I first started looking at alternative ways to treat him, I poo-pooed essential oils. I was like, those things don't work. Well, my research kept leading me back there, and so I eventually landed on trying them, got all my potions in the mail, whipped them up, put them on my son, and 3 weeks later, it was like miraculous, you guys. I almost could not even believe my eyes. He went from having full-on skin issues to having zero, and I started listening at that point. I was like, man, what else can these do? And we went from using them for one cause to using them for almost all causes in our home, and they have been such a game changer. So super excited for you guys to try them in your own families. I can't wait to hear what you guys think. So lay it on me throughout the time of education. Your people will be in here loving on you too. So let me know, and I will send you that reference guide app to kind of get you more. We love to give resources around here. So welcome to the resource team. Okay, so I'm going to cover how to use your essential oils because, like I said, that's where I was going. The skeptics that come to me, because I was once a skeptic myself, will often tell me essential oils don't work. And you know, I have just seen too many testimonies. I've read too many clinical research trials. I've seen too many scientific studies and evidence that just points to the fact that they do. And so I love addressing skeptics. And one of the things I first ask them is, what essential oils are you using? What brand? To make sure they're using the most potent form of essential oils on the market, which of course is Young Living. The second thing I ask them is, how are you applying them? When are you applying them? Where are you applying them? Because that does make a difference. And so that's why I'm here to talk to you guys about where and how to apply the goods you're getting in the mail. That way they can be used most effectively. So the things I like to cover are the 3 ways to use essential oils. You can use them by smelling them, you can use them by touching them, and you can use them by tasting them. So those are the 3 ways. And I'm going to cover those in more detail here for you. So smelling is a very popular way to get essential oils in your body, and the fancy word for that is aromatherapy. I know most of you have heard about that. So the aromatherapy has actually been studied since the 70s and has the most clinical research available to us about the ways essential oils work through the smell into the brain. They go to an area of the brain called the limbic center, which is very hard to access, right? You have the blood-brain barrier in the way. So when we eat things, or when things get into our blood, or when they get on our skin and they get into our body, we have this really cool filter called the blood-brain barrier that makes sure what we are getting into our systems does not cross into the brain and infect the fluid around the brain, or in fact affect the brain itself. It's a really cool protective mechanism. But it also keeps things out that we need to help our brain, right? And so a neat part about essential oils is they're small enough to cross through that blood-brain barrier and actually work on the areas of our brain that need help. One of those primarily being the limbic center. Now, the only way you can really access this center is through smell, which is why aromatherapy is super powerful. And these little molecules that are in these essential oils go through our nostrils, get into our smell, get into this nerve that carries our smell to our brain, and what we call terminates or ends in the limbic center. The limbic center is responsible for emotions. It's responsible for our behavior. It's responsible for memories. A lot of hormone regulation comes out of there. It's a very important area that is inaccessible to most things. That's why essential oils have been highly studied in dealing with things that originate in our minds and in our brains. And so that is most of our body function, unfortunately. So it's a neat way to deal with these issues. So aromatherapy is very powerful. It's also a great way to get essential oils into people who are otherwise non-compliant. And I'm talking about the husbands out there, and I'm talking about the kids who are like, I ain't got time for that. Don't rub that on my body. Stay away from me. I got my kids and husband on board through aromatherapy first, because who doesn't like things that smell good, right? And so I put all the oils in the diffuser, and whether they liked it or not, they were getting exposure to these amazing chemical constituents or molecules that were being dispersed into the air. And so it was such a neat way to deal with the initial resistance to essential oils in my home. Okay, so you can inhale these essential oils in several different ways. And actually, when you inhale them, it takes about 22 seconds for the oils to reach the brain, they've found by MRI studies. So you can open up your bottle that you get, your little dram samples that have your essential oil in them, open them right up. You can hold them right underneath your nose and just take some deep breaths, okay? That's a great way to smell things and get them into that center that we're talking about. And you can also put them on your little cotton balls that you're going to get. A lot of you are going to get felt balls. And what you can do is put a couple drops on those balls and actually put them near your bedside table. You can put them in your car vents. You can put them around where you're sitting, like on the desk near you. That way, that aroma just continues to infiltrate your area. You can also place a drop of that oil in the palm of your hand. Just one drop is all it takes. These are very powerful and potent. Rub them in your palm like so, and then cup them over your nose and mouth and just take some deep breaths. That's a great way to get essential oils into your body through smell. So deep breaths, and those are just some really easy, effective ways to get essential oils into your body through smelling. Next, topically. So topically is a fancy word for putting oils on your skin or touching essential oils. You can actually apply essential oils directly to your skin, okay? Most adults are fine with doing this. There are some spicy oils that you're going to get, and spicy just means hot. They're a little sensitive to the touch, and those are peppermint and thieves and panaway. So if you have sensitive skin, you are going to want to use your carrier oil that your person sent you. They probably sent you a coconut oil. And if you have sensitive skin, you're going to want to mix your thieves, your peppermint, and your panaway with a little couple drops of carrier oil, okay? The cool part about carrier oil is it kind of slows the essential oil from entering the body. It also kind of protects the skin from any kind of little tingling that might happen or redness. Tingling and redness are really the only side effects we've seen when people are using oils appropriately and they're using Young Living. So they have not had a true adverse claim on their company in 27 years of existence. So oils are very safe. Like I said, though, you can have that mild redness or tingling. If that happens and you don't like that feeling, just take some of that coconut oil, pull it up in your dropper, and put it on the area and spread it around, because oil will actually remove oil and then get that kind of reaction subsided. And it's very temporary, okay? It's not going to burn your skin or anything like that. Just make sure you don't put water on the area, because water will spread oil, okay? So you can put them on your skin. And for adults, you can use them what we call neat. That means you don't need to use your carrier oil unless you want to, okay? It's totally up to you. I use most of my oils, even the spicy ones, just straight on my skin, okay? And it goes right on in. But in the case of kids, if you're going to use these essential oils on your kids, all of them are very safe to use on your kids. Your kids might think the Panaway, the Pain Blend that we're going to talk about, is a little on the spicy side. My daughter calls it spicy. So you might want to err on the side of dilution with kiddos, especially if they're under 2, okay? Oils are safe to use in infants, but you just want to make sure that you're adding a little bit of carrier oil for their sensitive skin, okay? Under 2, I always put 1 drop of essential oil to a full dropper of carrier oil, or you can just err on the side and do a teaspoon, okay? And you'll just mix that in a bowl or a little jar on the side, and then pull from that mixture to apply to the skin of anyone less than 2. Okay, over 2, it's usually up to your discretion. But I will say, anyone who has a kiddo that loves to touch things and then touch their eyes or touch their mouth, you're going to want to make sure that you put any essential oils that you apply onto their skin. You're going to want to put it on their back, on their spinal column, okay? We have a lot of nerves in our spinal column we call them highways to the body. So it's a very effective way to put essential oils on, actually, if you put them on your back and on your spine. These nerves will carry the essential oils to where they need to go. So spine is always a very safe bet for kids and for adults. Also for kids, the feet is a great way to apply essential oils, especially because most kids don't play with their feet. And if they are at that age where they do play with their feet, just put some socks on them after you apply it, or put them in footy pajamas, or put it on them before they go to sleep. So if they do happen to get it in their eye, it might burn a little bit. It's not going to do anything. It's going to burn, but if that happens, just remember, get your carrier oil, pull some up, and flush it. Flush the eye with the carrier oil, okay? And it'll just wipe that oil right off. Don't use water. But like I said, super duper safe. Adults, up to your discretion if you want to use that carrier oil. Kids, just err on the side of using it, okay? When you apply an oil directly to the skin, it takes about 2 to 3 minutes for that oil to reach the bloodstream, is what they're finding, and 20 minutes for it to affect every cell in your body. So when you apply something, give it a good 20 minutes to see if it's working or not before you decide to either reapply or up your dose of your essential oil, whatever the case may be. These are very, very potent, so I would always start with 1 to 2 drops and see how you feel, and then move on up if you need to. You can always increase the amount of drops you're using, or you can increase the frequency of what you apply in essential oil, okay? Sometimes when I'm having a really hard day, I use Stress Away like it's going out of style, y'all. I don't wait 15 minutes. I'm like, doop, 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 all over my body, in my mouth, all over. So as you kind of start to play around with these, you can increase your drops and you can increase the frequency which you apply. I always say start low and go slow. So you're going to want to start with 1 or 2 drops and give yourself some time, okay? So like 15 minutes. If you are like, yes, I want more, go ahead and start applying. These are not, you're not going to overdose on essential oils. First of all, I did not give you enough to overdose on. You would literally need to drink 3 bottles of a full 15 ml, which isn't going to happen. And then your body, the cool part about essential oils is they're identical to our own cells, so our body knows how to use them, and it also knows how to get rid of them, okay? So if you have normal functioning kidneys and liver, you should be able to eliminate essential oils very effectively, so you're not going to overdose on something. So it's all a personal tolerance. So if you're going to choose to apply oils to your skin, bottoms of feet, like I already said, or the back of your spine are great places. Also, you can apply to any thin areas of skin, okay? Thin areas are your forearms. Just put a drop on there, rub them together. You can also put some behind your ears, okay? You can also drop them down your neck. That's a great way to do it. put them on your wrist, roll it around and smell. Also, you have some points called acupressure points on your hands, on your ears, and on your feet. And you can actually Google spots where to put essential oils for each corresponding body system. Like the brain is on the bottom of the big toe. Isn't that weird? But don't worry too much about that because I'm going to be very specific on where to apply your oils and when. So just to let you know, these are kind of the areas that we'll be applying these. And you can never go wrong by getting them on your skin. So just stick with thin areas. On your forearms, behind your ears, back, and feet are always good spots. The next method of application is ingestion. And I'll start by saying this. Young Living is the only brand I will ever endorse for you to ingest. And it's not just because I love Young Living, which I do, but they are the only essential oils which I would put in my body through my mouth, okay? And that's for several reasons, but one of the most being they are actually approved for internal use, okay? They're the only essential oil company that holds this certification through the FDA. And the FDA has said, even though we do not regulate the holistic world, which is a great thing and a scary thing because the FDA makes sure that whatever a company is saying is accurate, okay? They're a regulatory body. They can make people be honest about what they're putting on a label. And unfortunately, the FDA also improves some scary things, right? We all see it on TV, the commercials that come across that saying, okay, this prescription is great for depression, but it also causes death, okay? So we all know that some scary things are approved. But we do know that they are being sure that what people put on the label is what's actually in the bottle. That is not true. The FDA does not regulate any form of holistic therapy, okay? So even the things you buy on Amazon or Whole Foods or wherever, if it is in the holistic category, which essential oils are, they are not regulated by the FDA, Young Living included. But the cool part is that the FDA has actually given the Young Living a certification. It's called a GRAS certification. It's generally regarded as safe is what it stands for. And the FDA has said, hey, we know we don't regulate you, but your products are safe for ingestion, so we're going to give you this outside stamp of approval. So much so that when you get your oils, you're going to see that some of them are called Vitality, okay? And what Vitality means is that it's approved for ingestion, all right? So that's how you know this oil is ingestible. All the starter kit oils are ingestible except Raven and except Panaway. Raven and Panaway you are not supposed to ingest, okay? And it is for the simple fact that they have wintergreen in them. Wintergreen is what aspirin used to be made out of back before we synthetically made aspirin in the lab. They used to pull wintergreen and use it as aspirin. It is a mild blood thinner. So they don't want you ingesting a mild blood thinner, wintergreen. So they just say Panaway and Raven are not for ingestion. Otherwise, you can ingest every single oil that you get. And ingestion is cool because it's very effective and it gets to where it needs to go. And it's great for people who like no nonsense, all right? So you are likely getting these little veggie capsules in the mail. And it's a great way to ingest essential oils, okay? They're little empty glycerin capsules and you literally pull them apart like so. And you drop your essential oils into the empty capsule, okay? Some people got this little handy dandy dropper. You literally pull up, or you can use your little drop reducer and stick them in here. You can use your dropper to put them in there, okay? Whatever essential oil you want to ingest. We'll go over that later, don't worry. And then put your cap back on and take it like a pill. Super duper simple. Stress away. I like to just throw it right under my tongue because it gets the edge off quick. You guys, when you got 4 kids running around and they're all talking and asking questions, Stress Away goes under my tongue like it's going out of style. And it works very well to take the edge off. So you can always ingest them through water or through a juice or putting them under your tongue or in these capsules. Whatever you choose, okay? Essential oils are very good in water. Your lemon oil, I'm going to recommend that you actually put it in water. It tastes very good. It's really great for your body that way. So there you go. So those are the 3 ways to use. I will say this. The overarching theme is consistency is key, you guys. You're going to see the best results if you routinely use your oils, okay? Because like I said, our body, they're bioidentical to our own cells. Our body knows what to do with them. It uses them and then it dumps them out, okay? The half-life, or what we call kind of the extent of the therapeutic range on these oils, aka how long these oils are going to work, range anywhere from 3 to 4 hours, okay? So you're going to need to reapply if the issue continues. So using them consistently is key. And like I said, start low, go slow. 1 drop of peppermint is equal to about 40 cups of tincture tea. So if you are an herbalist and using herbal therapy, these are going to be way more potent than what you're used to, okay? So those are just a little bit, like I said, oils are generally very safe. We talked about how to use them in your little capsules you're going to get. A lot of you also got roller bottles, okay? And the cool part about roller bottles, it's a great way to apply the oils onto your skin. We're going to cover some roller bottle recipes throughout our week so you can choose what to add to your roller bottle. Stress Away is a really great thing to add to here because no one can get enough Stress Away, right? So you can just dump, most of you got a little 3 or 2 ml bottle. All you need is 3 or 4 drops of your essential oil. Pop your essential oil in your roller bottle like so. Just the straight essential oil. You just drop it in there. And once you're done adding your drops, use your coconut oil that you got in your dropper bottle, and then fill the remainder with your coconut oil, okay? And once you fill it on up, you just pop this little roller on the top. See it there? Just snap it on the top there. And then gently shake it, and then it's ready to roll out onto your skin, okay? Do you guys see that? You just roll it on out. 1 swipe the size of your cell phone is equal to 1 drop, okay? So you're not, sometimes I'll even do 3 or 4 swipes like that and just call it a day. I'm not very precise, as you guys will find out. So that's a good way to make your oils easy to use topically. All of you should have gotten a sample of the Thieves Household Cleaner. Your person will tell you if you need to add water to that or not. If you got just a little bit in the bottom of your bottle, you're probably going to need to add water, okay? Because we just put the concentrate in there. But if yours is already filled up with water, it's ready to go. And you just literally shake it gently and mist it on any surface. It is great for it's safe for any surface. I use it on everything. It's the only cleaner I use anymore, which makes my life super simple and easy. It's literally just mixing the concentrate that they provide. You'll get one of these in your starter kit, and it's just the Thieves Concentrate. It's a household cleaner, and you put it in your little spray bottle, add water, and then you go to town cleaning, okay? And your house smells like Christmas. It's all fantastic. And I put it on my wood, granite, travertine tile, toilets, sinks, everything gets Thieves Cleaner. It's safe. So it's a great glass cleaner, actually, too. So use it on glass. And just go to town, cleaning your house. Your house is, it's funny because there's some stay-at-home moms out there that have done some science experiments with Thieves Household Cleaner, and it's actually proving to be more effective than Clorox and all those other things. So I use it on tough things like chicken on my counter and bacon, and it wipes out anything nasty on there. So it is a very effective cleaner. And like I said, your house will smell like Christmas. Okay, so I covered how to use and general safety tips. A lot of you will get little teeny booklets with your products, and feel free to kind of work through those. We do highlight how to use essential oils in those booklets. If you didn't get a booklet, don't worry. We will be covering all of the education in this group that you will need to use your product. So I'll be rolling out consistent education starting tomorrow. There will be like 3 to 4 posts a day that highlight how to use the oils in your kit. And I will detail if you need to add coconut oil or if you need to ingest it. I will tell you all the things, so don't worry. This was just a brief overview to kind of cover what you can do with essential oils. So I'm so glad that you guys jumped on here. There's lots of questions on here. I will go back and answer them. I am such a squirrel if I try and answer them during the talk. So I will go back, and I see people are already on here answering questions. So great. We got a great team here. Please ask us anything, anytime. There's people in here love you. So we will gladly answer your questions. I'll be back with a series of posts and videos tomorrow. So just keep checking back here throughout the week. Our education will run through Friday evening, okay? And I will be leaving up the education through the following week. So everyone can catch up, don't worry. And don't forget to leave your comments so I can get that reference guide app over to you. It's going to be a lifesaver as you're learning more. So thank you all for jumping on here. It's so good to see all of you. I cannot wait for you to try out your goodies. Keep us posted with how it's going. We love to hear testimony. It blows my mind every time. And I have millions of testimonies from our team, and they're just so fun. So let us know how it goes. Ask us all the questions. Whatever you need, we're here to serve you. So thank you. We are so excited you guys are here. Okay, bye.